My dear cherished friends, tonight I share one of the deepest secrets in creation. It shows how to talk to yourself so your world changes completely in just 3 days, not months or years. Your inner talk holds full power as the true creative force in the universe. I do not mean random daily noise, but purposeful, aware talk that matches your desired state, because your inner talk is your awareness shown outward, and your awareness is God. Remember the holy words that in the beginning was the Word, which point to your own inner talk, since you operate the power, and it brings all things into being, while many ask how long to wait. And I say, give 3 days of right inner talk to see your world shift, as 3 means full completion and starts forces beyond understanding. Let me explain how to do this inner talk, as it must come from the end, where you speak as if your wish is already true, which most miss, and upon waking your words rise from the fulfilled state. So for wealth act like the rich, for health like the well, and for love feel deeply loved, while it must feel natural and easy, with real feeling as the secret. And like David before Goliath, speak from victory, already won with strong belief, and guard this talk for 3 days, as your life depends on it, by instantly changing any negative inner words, because all outer talks and situations start inside your mind. So 3 days reshape your world, and in mornings begin with thankful words of abundance. All day, stay steady despite problems, as current events have no power unless given, and as you walk, eat, or sleep, keep the talk aligned, since inner talk is the only reality, and 3 full days without wavering create the new life, as in Jonah's story, while the final talk before rest must feel perfectly real to grow your desires naturally. Another key truth is that your inner talk shapes the words you speak out loud. During these 3 days, you must watch your spoken words so they match your inner talk exactly. When someone asks how you are doing, answer from your wanted state, and if they mention troubles, reply from your chosen reality, because your outer words must mirror your inner belief. You may find this hard at first and feel tempted to speak from what you see now, but this is where your true power lives, and keeping the new talk no matter what appears is the main key, like the story of walking on water, where inner talk stayed in full control and the outer world followed. During these 3 days, live with that same strong belief, and when doubt appears, do not fight it, but instantly change your inner talk by replacing negative thoughts with everything is unfolding perfectly, and my world is changing now, since doubt cannot stay, as inner talk is the only reality, and it must remain full of thankfulness for what is already yours in the fulfilled state. So feel thankful upon waking throughout the day and before sleep, because thankfulness strengthens the feeling that your wish is complete, and your inner talk creates your inner condition, which forms the outer world. So during these 3 days, keep the fulfilled state with rich thinking for wealth, healthy thinking for health, and the feeling of being loved. And if you slip, do not blame yourself, but gently return to the chosen talk, as each return builds strength, while your inner talk must stay your main focus, because you are shaping your world. And for wishes, speak with real feeling, as if living in the new home or new job, since feeling is the key. Your talk must be clear and exact, focusing on who you are becoming as successful, abundant, and loved, while keeping steady flow with gentle reminders. So inner talk stays alive with emotion in full control, as nothing outside decides it except you. And it creates high expectations, staying on possibility, because nothing is impossible. And when problems seem to arise, keep speaking as if everything unfolds perfectly, seeing them only as part of the process. Remember, your inner talk creates your reality, not the other way around, and nothing outside can change it unless you allow it. So during these 3 days, let your inner talk become your constant companion that shapes how you see every event and measures every situation, while it builds beliefs that support your desired state. And you must speak, think, and feel exactly as the person you want to become. By gently revising old thoughts when they appear, and always staying focused on the present fulfilled state, because your inner talk forms the future. By shaping the now, and after 3 days, the right practice starts, forces that bring your wish into being as your main creative tool. So protect this talk like something precious. Treat it as a sacred daily practice and see it as your direct link to creative power that reminds you who you truly are, the maker of your reality. And this is how you must speak to yourself steadily for 3 days. If you want to transform your world not halfway, but with full purpose, because your inner talk is creative power that cannot fail, and your world simply reflects it back. So guard it carefully and decide now to begin a new inner talk that brings a fresh reality. Since 3 days of steady aligned talk can change everything, and it is about real strength rather than ease and worth your full attention in forming the inner pictures of your life while training. The mind starts with becoming aware of your thoughts and usual patterns as the first step toward change, and then choosing thoughts on purpose, like an athlete trains the body. So each chosen thought builds your new reality, and with steady practice it becomes natural and life-changing. Therefore grow thoughts of plenty, for abundance, of strength, for health, and of love for connections. But always think from the end by living in the feeling of already having your wish, so your outer world quickly matches your inner picture. This truth works in every part of your life. Whatever you want, whether it is love, health, success, or growing as a person, see it as already done. Feel the happiness, the full feeling, the thankfulness of having your wish complete. Make this feeling so clear and so real that your thinking mind cannot tell it apart from real life. Now, some of you may feel this sounds like just making pictures in the mind or daydreaming. How can just seeing something in the mind make it come true? To this, I answer: your power to see in the mind is not apart from real life. It is the very material of real life itself. The world you touch and see with your senses is only a shadow, a mirror of the deeper real life that lives inside your awareness. Your power to see in the mind is not making something out of empty space. It is choosing from endless chances that already exist in the world of what can be. Think of it like this: your awareness is like a device that receives signals. Just as a radio picks different stations to hear different sounds, your awareness can pick different conditions of being. When you see your wish as already complete in your mind, you are picking the signal of that real condition. Once you have picked it, you must stay there. This is where steady practice becomes very important. It is not enough to see your wish one time and then go back to old ways of thinking. You must keep living in the condition of awareness that matches your wish. This is why training your mind is needed. It needs full commitment, steady work, and most of all, strong belief. You must grow complete belief in the power of your power to see in the mind, a calm and steady trust in the realness of your wanted condition. This belief is not empty hope or just wishing. It is a deep and solid knowing. It is the same kind of belief that let great statements be made before any outside proof showed up. How does a person grow such belief? Through practice. Start with small things. See a simple thing happening, something not too big but still important. Maybe getting a note from someone you have not heard from, or finding something you were looking for. See it clearly in your mind, feel it as real, and then let it go. Do not push or struggle with it. Simply know that it is finished. As you start to see these small acts in the mind come true, your belief will grow in a natural way. You will begin to understand from your own life that your power to see in the mind is truly able to create. And as your belief becomes stronger, so will your power to bring bigger and more important wishes into life. But remember, the deepest goal is not only to get things or reach outside success. The real reason for this practice is to wake up to your true self, to know that you are joined with the creative power of the whole universe. As you train your mind, you will feel a deep shift in your awareness, moving from limits and lack into plenty and endless possibilities. So you become the conscious creator of your life instead of feeling like a victim. And this inner change is the true wonder because outer results are only reflections of it, while the real gift is realizing your connection to the infinite creative power. And on the practical side, one powerful method is revision, where you reshape past events in your mind to match your desired reality since time exists together in the present, and you can rewrite the past just as you imagine the future by seeing bothersome events unfold differently with satisfaction and peace. So your present begins to adjust as if it had always been that way. And this is not denial, but knowing your awareness is the only true reality that changes everything. Another effective way is the lullaby method of repeating a short positive phrase that implies your wish is already fulfilled as you fall asleep, because the time before sleep strongly influences your deeper mind, and by saying simple, thankful words like, "I am so grateful for my abundant supply," or "Thank you for my perfect health," with real feeling you plant seeds that your subconscious will grow into matching conditions. And this practice brings surprising positive changes that may seem like magic, but are simply the law of awareness at work, while you must also understand the common challenge of outer appearances seeming to contradict your inner picture. Yet what you see is only a reflection of past states. So trust the reality of your fulfilled feeling, even without proof, as this belief bridges the gap to your desired life, and practice gentle detachment by resting in the knowing that your wish is already yours inside without worry or forcing, so the universe can bring it in perfect ways, often bigger than you imagined. And use purposeful inner conversations by imagining positive talks about your success with full emotion, so your outer world starts to reflect them, while inspired action flows naturally from your new state rather than forced effort. And during the 72 hours after a true shift, your new assumption takes root, deepens, and completes. So hold it steadily as old patterns dissolve and the new one becomes natural, allowing your outer world to reorganize and match your inner reality, even when it looks darkest just before the breakthrough, because what seems like chaos is actually perfect order forming according to your acceptance. Think about this with care. Every major change in your life followed the same way, whether you knew it or not. A change in awareness always came before a change in situations. This is not by chance, it is law. The breaking apart you felt during this time is proof that the law is working. Your world is setting itself up again to match your new acceptance with perfect rightness. This exactness is as sure as any law of nature. It works with the same sure feeling that brings day after night, seasons one after another, and growing after putting in the ground. Let me show you how this exactness shows itself during these 72 hours. Every thought you hold, every word you say, everything you do is either matching with your new acceptance or going against it. There is no middle place. The law answers to everything with exact rightness. Many ask why some wishes seem to come without effort while others seem to wait longer. But know this, the law itself is never changing in a bad way. The only thing that changes is your awareness, your power to keep your acceptance without changing. Think about the pull of the earth, where whatever is released always drops with complete certainty and never stays up sometimes. In the same way, your steady acceptance must bring its matching result without fail. So when you truly understand this, your whole approach changes as you stop hoping and start knowing. You stop questioning and start accepting, and you live from the sure feeling that it must happen, while this exactness works regardless of your past, current situations or others' opinions, because the law responds only to your kept acceptance, and it operates the same for every person, every time, just like numbers or natural laws that never favor anyone, and the same precision that seems to work against you in doubt becomes the force that works perfectly for you when you remain steady. To work well with this truth, you must understand how awareness operates during these 72 hours, so your thoughts, inner talk, and feelings all match your new acceptance by starting each morning with a thought from your fulfilled state, keeping your inner talk aligned throughout the day, and resting in the feeling of completion before sleep, while many people shift between old and new states. But the law demands clear, steady consistency, since you cannot hold opposite acceptances at once like a well-made machine where even small misalignment affects everything. And this exactness also includes your feelings, so the sense of your wish fulfilled must become your main emotional tone, requiring awareness and steady practice, with no unnoticed slips into doubt or fear. So each moment is lived clearly from your new acceptance, and this demand for precision is what makes the law reliable, because when you hold your acceptance with steady exactness, the law reflects your inner condition with the same